Funny.
Yeah.
I got a DM this week from somebody who listened to our show or watched our show for
Hey.
the first time, and he was like, "You guys look like y'all smell."
We do.
So I was like,
Yeah.
"Thanks."
Everybody smells.
Thanks.
Everybody has a scent, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody, we do. We smell
like-
good.
We smell good. Yeah,
We smell great.
that's right.
I smell like fresh sport. Okay.
Yeah.
Fresh sport.
Fresh sport.
So we went to where we go Taco Bell the
Taco
other
Bell.
day, and this guy comes up to the drive-thru. Wes is driving. I'm in the back seat. Jason's in the passenger seat. The guy comes up, takes Wes's money. He goes back, and we're watching him talk to other
Doesn't
people.
work at Taco Bell. Just a random.
No, random guy. Random
Just
guy
stole my card.
pops to the windows like, "Thank you," and just runs.
Just runs away.
No, yeah, fully. But I can see him like interacting with the other workers in there. And so this amazing, like just loud black woman comes
Yes.
busting through the drive-through window, and she's like, "Sir, what kind of cologne you got on?" Like, and Wes is like trying to tell her, and she doesn't understand. What's it called?
Club de Nuit.
Yeah, and so he's trying to say that
She
to her,
said-
and
That's
she's
not
like,
French.
"Yeah." She said, "What?"
She said,
Club to
she said,
what?
Club to what?
And then the guy, you can tell the guy's embarrassed, and he's like, "No, no." And she's like, "No, we gonna get you some. We gonna get you some." It was amazing.
This is
It
for
was-
you. I'm doing this for you.
This is for you, sir.
It's
Be
either,
quiet.
It's either that or she's like, "I'm tired of smelling it."
Yeah, he actually didn't say anything
we
about
gotta deal with
it.
that.
Yep.
That's
It was
fantastic.
funny. Yeah, it was great.
All right, so y'all are 3 episodes in. to
We've
this podcast?
already recorded the 4th, but it drops on Thursday.
So y'all have been
Wednesday.
talking.
Wednesday.
I say, don't be
Y'all's-
coming in on
Y'all's
Thursday.
drops on
Wednesday.
Thursday. Ours drops on Wednesday.
Yeah, you're just
Sorry.
getting closer.
No, sorry.
Calm down.
Ours drops at 5:35 on Thursday.
Yes, I mean, y'all got more listeners than we do already. So like, that's why we had y'all on.
You know
so we can steal
why?
some of y'all's
It's because
listeners.
I keep crying every episode.
It's true.
Every
And
episode.
we can cry.
Go ahead. Do you want me to cry? I
also
can cry.
like-
That'll be-
I'm a sympathy crier, so if you start crying, like I
Okay,
can make
good.
it happen.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't cry. Like,
Yeah.
she's the last episode. She's sitting there talking about her dad and like all this
I'm, like,
stuff, and she's
crying.
just weeping, and I'm just like,
Yeah, man.
No sympathy cries from
You're
Wes.
like
ever, never.
you're like an Atreides.
Atreides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing.
Don't
How you
waste
feel
your
about
water,
that, Emily?
Don't waste your water.
All that being said, though, like all of you new listeners and watchers, my camera's over here. For anyway, for all you listeners who came on board because
Which
y'all-
camera's
y'all-
on me?
Y'all saw who we had here today. Welcome.
What's up?
And all of you who go to church with us who are coming here for the first time, shame on you.
Shame on you.
You should
Shame
be
on
you should be ashamed.
You should
And,
absolutely start following and listening.
Yeah,
And Dakota, what's up? Love you.
we do love you, Dakota. He's gonna be on here soon too. Yeah,
Let's
we gotta
go.
have- So you guys, 3 almost 4 episodes in,
Mm-hmm.
y'all been talking a lot of marriage, dating. Y'all want to give anybody a sneak peek at kind of how y'all's first couple episodes went. Did y'all like plan that, or y'all just like, hey, we've been arguing today, let's talk about it?
No.
no,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we've got like the first
8.
8.
Yeah.
So we've got the first 8 episodes already kind of planned out what we're going to talk about, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we sat down one day
how
before we
efficient, smart.
recorded
Smart.
Well,
and just
we
kind of
had-
like
I had to.
Wes
Be
is
nice.
Because
he's built that way.
I had to because
Joe will send a text message that we ignore, asking what we want to talk about. And
Well,
Shame on you.
it's not that I ignore it;
Shame on
I just
you.
don't know what I'm going to talk about.
Shame on you.
so she is very fly by the seat of her pants.
So I'm talking about.
Can do that thing.
So
I am not like I need I'm not like
Yeah.
structured by any means, but I need something just to go off of.
He needs like a parameter.
So
Show notes.
So I told her, I was like, listen,
Yeah.
if we're gonna do this, I need some episodes like planned out already. I need maybe some recorded
Right.
early, so if we get behind because we have kids, we have a crazy life, like
Consistent
busy.
release.
Yeah, so we can get some
Y'all
of
have
the
kids?
I didn't know we
you
had
not hear
kids. We have kids.
literally.
Kaya's face when everybody's in there, Kaya's like, oh, look at all these people.
Can somebody put me in the bathroom?
Can I go back to the kennel?
But yeah, the first few episodes we really like. The first episode is just kind of like a intro to who we are, where we've kind of come from, our backgrounds, stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's just just a base of where we're going to go, because there's a lot of things we're going to talk about, not just marriage. Like this sneak peek, this week's episode is a little more.
I had to do a trigger warning.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah, I'd
more.
love to hear
It's
that.
about like some more heavy stuff, depression,
Grief.
grief, how to deal with that, not just within marriage, just in general. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. Our health journeys at
I'd say
some
you heard it
point.
here first,
Yeah.
but technically y'all's episode came out before this one did. So,
Oh, so it's not a sneak peek.
so you heard it here second.
Yeah, you heard it here second.
Yeah, you heard the sneak peek after the episode came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for that,
Exclusive.
We're recording
right
this
here.
before it comes out. So
there you go. That's right.
Yeah, we like the Kiki said, the first one was just kind of like who we are, how we met, and then the second one we did want to talk about like, because we have a lot of, I mean, you guys know, like at our church, there's a lot of single girls that like go to our church and stuff who have asked us, and even before we just started doing the podcast, I would ask my friends like, what are some things y'all want to hear, and they were like, talk about marriage, talk about sex, and then the single girls would be like, all the single girls would be like, talk about dating.
They told us the same thing.
Yeah, and see, shame on you for not doing it.
I haven't
get
heard
it
on
once we
this-
change the
I was
name
about to
again.
say, yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
haven't heard
had
it on
to-
this podcast yet.
That's why
We
we
need
changed
another
the
name change before we get
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah,
1-900. What's in the cup?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we didn't really have like an idea of exactly what we were going to talk about. We just knew like, let's talk about like what it was like being single and like how dating is, that people take it too serious. Like,
Yeah, they do.
and then let's talk about just like the realness of our marriage, because people appreciate that we're just very real and open. And I'll just tell people like, yeah, we were sorry we were in the car having a fight.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like that's just the realness, and it makes people not feel alone, and it makes other married people not feel like they should get divorced or, you know,
Well,
like they're crazy.
I remember, like, especially like years ago, like we'd be hanging out, like
Yes.
still earlier on in all of our marriages, and we're like,
Yes.
yeah, we were just screaming at each other for like an
Yes.
hour before we walked in. My bad. It's like,
Literally.
oh, us too. It's like,
Yes.
okay, cool. Like, we don't need to get divorced.
I
Everybody's
know.
fighting with
I
each other.
Wes
all
and I
the
talk
time.
about that specific night. I
Yeah.
remember it was like at you guys' old apartment,
Yeah.
and I can remember like we had just gotten married. Like obviously y'all had been married a lot longer than us, but we were just newly married, hanging out like young adults night, and we're all sitting around talking about like arguments we get into. When we got in the car that night leaving y'all's house, and I was like, we don't need to get divorced. Oh my god, we really do. We really do love each other. We just we struggle with our personality
Yeah.
differences. Yeah, I can remember that, and I think that was like one of the first nights I was like,
It's what y'all get for bearing a bunch of 8s or being an 8 yourself.
I'm not an 8. Everybody thinks that I'm a
You
6.
are an 8. You are
so
an 8.
I took
you have a high 8.
So I've realized what the problem is I don't like conflict per se, but the thing is my Meyer-Briggs is an ENTP, which is a debater, so I enjoy debating, but I don't like conflict.
That does make sense.
And so like you talk to me about the best Pixar movie, I will tear your opinion to shreds, even if I don't like. If you think Incredibles is the best Pixar movie, I agree, but you are wrong right now, and I am going to tell you why.
Yes.
However,
but you're not an 8.
Yes.
But here's the thing is, if there's a problem within me, we're just going to leave that right on alone. We're going to ignore that. We're not going to be talking about our personal issues. We're not going to be talking about personal problems. We're going to shove those
What?
right on to the
Give me like that
side. There you go. No, but loyalty means more to me than conflict does. And so,
Me
I'm
and
whatever
Amelia have done like marriage counseling and have gone through the whole hoops with like a therapist and stuff. And part of the thing is like that's just not how either of us like communicate. Just like we're not. I mean, you all know us. It's like we're not very like up in arms type of people. It'd just
you are
be like-
both the most defensive people I've ever met.
So we'll have something will bother one of us and be like, hey, that really bothered me when you did that. And the other person's like, yeah, I can see how that bothered you. And then it's like,
Wow.
this is the
literally,
I wish that was how it was.
I
around.
literally don't even know what that would be like.
Michaela and I are both like, wow.
Literally. Somebody get him out of here. Which one does not belong?
Emily looks at me and goes, "I had a problem with this," and I'll be like, "Why? Why do you had a problem?"
Literally, you having a problem with that is so stupid. I'm like,
Thank you.
oh, knock you out.
See, me and Michaela can both be that, where it's like, of all the things you could have a problem with, that's it. Get over it. Just get over it. It's like, I don't care. I don't care about you. I love you so much, but I don't care about you.
Me and Katie got in a little argument the other day in which she was right. I actually was wrong. Okay, none of this was like a major thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was just like a mind slip on my part. But it wasn't like, hey. It was like a, hey! And it was, and so like when when you come
Been
at
there.
me, you come
Been
at
there.
me. I get
set that
like I'm
context,
gonna
right?
fight you. She's like, you should have said you were sorry. I was like, I am sorry. I was wrong, but bite me. Like, it was just
Listen, I will be sorry. I'm not there yet.
Yeah. I think, and we talked about this on our podcast, but like the biggest thing for me is my parents, they are not super passionate people. Like they were pretty like meek and like chill. My dad, if he like had any kind of like, if he had a bad day at work, he would just like go to his room and just like decompress. And my mom's like, he just had a bad day. So I never saw them like go at it because I didn't. So like when Wes and I get married and he's just so passionate about everything, like everything is a huge thing. And I'm like,
Never.
oh my God. Like that, literally, that's why I was like, we hate each other. Why did we even get married?
Yes.
This is insane.
See, my mom was kind of crazy, so I had to find that in my wife,
Oh,
that
yeah.
can carry that consistency. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm telling Michaela.
good.
She's not watching.
none of our wives watch or listen to the show. My parents, I don't think my parents hardly ever fought in front of us. Like any fighting they did was always behind
That's how
closed
mine
doors.
were, yeah.
Until like we were all grown and out of the house, and now it's just like it's like Def Comedy Jam. Like, it's, like
We see Wes's parents. Apparently, they fought like
Right.
just all the time, but they always made up in front of them too. So
Yeah.
it was like, so one time Wes and I were married. We still lived in the other house, so like Clark was probably just little, and they came and stayed at our apartment, and they get into this huge fight in our living room, and Wes and I both are, and they're like going at it, and I'm looking at Wes like, can I go upstairs?
Yeah.
And Wes's dad goes, can you not do this in front of them? And she's like, what? They're our family. You want them to see the fake us? Let's be the real us. And Wes and I are like,
love your parents.
Be the fake you. Please
Meanwhile, yeah.
be the fake you.
actually, I would like to fake. Can I have the? Are we
I'm
voting?
looking at Emily and be like, this was my house every day growing
Please
up.
have
Like,
the fake.
But what was so funny is even Wes was uncomfortable that time. Wes was like,
Yeah.
"Yo,
Yeah.
I get hey, confrontation stuff like that. I get uncomfortable. I just start cracking jokes, just wildly inappropriate.
No, I
and
start
it's-
tensing up. My body
it's the
starts
only way I can
tensing
deal
up,
with it.
and you can see my
she just
discomfort.
shuts down.
Becca Collins has been the third wheel in so many of the will you please stop like level arguments, like the like the,
Oh, yeah.
you've got to stop right now, like those kind of like intensities. Becca's just like and we've known Becca for Michaela's known Becca for over 20 years.
I mean, the Becca Collins thing is funny about that, but it's the fact that you said that in the "Can you please stop?" conference. Like,
Can you
those
please
are,
stop?
Those are the most.
exactly what I'm
Those
talking
are the
about.
most real things ever. Like, can you please
I
stop?
can't tell you how many times I've heard that.
Just stop.
Listen, I can't tell you how many times I've faked
Stop.
phone calls. Like I do that all the time.
I'm gonna
Like,
start doing that.
I fake phone calls all the time. Like they'll be like, there was this moment at work back when Scott still owned the company, and so like my father-in-law's in the room. We got a couple of people, and they're hashing some things out, and I was very uncomfortable. And they wasn't like I was near the door. They were between me and the door, and I was like,
Your escape path
and I'm
is
just sitting there
blocked.
going, I don't have anything to do with any of this. And I'm just
Literally
sitting
left
there,
to
and I
leave.
literally grabbed my phone, snatched it up, and I pulled my ear and said, yeah, hold on just a second. and I split the Red Sea and got out and never came back.
Yeah.
Never came back in my room.
Abort, fully
I
abort
stayed
mission.
out. Everybody, once the door opened up, everybody's cool. They're all hugging and stuff. Everybody's happy again. I was like, so how'd that go? It's okay? All right.
Good.
We're
We come to a decision.
team?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody
shut
go,
down?
team
Not
go.
shut down?
Go team go.
Oh, man. All right. So